facts, and I am a people's advocate. I speak for those who are unaware of critical facts or feel they do not yet have a voice. Growing up in Spring Valley, Illinois spent many joyful years playing, swimming, and fishing in Spring Creek and the Illinois River. These places were sources of recreation, connection, and childhood memories. It saddens me deeply that the residents of LaSalle cannot enjoy similar experiences due to the high contamination levels in the Little Vermillion River caused by the M&H Superfund site. I have reviewed the maps and testing data, and I am shocked by the lack of progress in addressing this issue. This is more than an environmental concern, it is a matter of community well-being. The inability to safely fish, swim, or simply enjoy the river is a heartbreaking reality that should not be accepted. Residents of LaSalle are burdened by the contamination left behind, while Chorus Chemical and M&H have benefited at the community's expense. This is not only unjust, but unacceptable. Groundwater monitoring concerns. The contamination of groundwater above the drinking water table is an issue of critical importance. Monitoring groundwater should be a top priority to protect public health and safety. The current cleanup efforts leave much to be desired, and cross-contamination practices, such as mixing clean dirt with contaminated soil, only exacerbate the problem. Clean dirt should not be placed on the Superfund site where contamination persists. Lack of oversight. I am particularly concerned by the insufficient presence of EPA officials during the cleanup process. Emails I received from Collier confirmed that EPA oversight was minimal during the cleanup of my property in 2020. Crews operated without proper supervision, and decisions were made with cost-cutting in mind rather than the long-term well-being of residents. For example, my yard was filled with 2.6 feet of clay instead of properly engineered drainage solutions, leaving it unable to drain effectively. Promised black dirt was inconsistently applied, and the work overall lacked care and precision. Chorus Chemical accountability. The historical and ongoing involvement of Chorus Chemical raises significant concerns. The decision to allow the operation of the Apollo building, a Tier 2 chemical storage facility, on a Superfund site behind a Superfund fence is perplexing. Reports indicate that 55-gallon drums labeled as hazardous waste were left on site. This poses a clear danger to children and others who may wander into these areas. Chorus must be held accountable for their role in the contamination and cleanup of this site. Their historical practices, as detailed in EPA reports, reflect a pattern of negligence that cannot be ignored. Community impact. The Superfund cleanup has left residents like myself feeling overlooked and disrespected. The work done was not up to standard, and the long-term impact on our properties and community is troubling. I urge whoever is in charge to issue a questionnaire to clean up residents to assess satisfaction with the process. The voices of those directly impacted need to be heard. Finally, I am disheartened by the legal precedents that have allowed Chorus and its insurers to avoid full accountability for the cleanup, as referenced in Zurich Insurance Company, B. Carews Corp. This lack of enforcement only adds to the injustice faced by our community. I implore you to take action to address these concerns. It is not too late to prioritize the health, safety, and quality of life for the residents of LaSalle.